Pando, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, this the Feast of Purim. You BK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody trying to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, it's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'll punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them, but they are Jews. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
I don't give a love to fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a woman where's a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love to fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a woman where's a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm reeling them in, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm strapped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad to dismiss you. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, go through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. And that thing Putin like Vladimir, niggas. She know I'm a prophet, she glad to be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit. Tell her go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' the different breed of black men. We don't do the back bend. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to back men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We sticking up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Go get you some rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we sold you. You can take that to the bank, we focus on how many times I must be remind you. One body, one way, one break. I will never take up as a base. When the law with you ain't no up next. It's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh, Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck the shit. We want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine, that's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. We unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better have the women, have the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in the with me. We in the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be fresh as hell, take a picture. And we special now with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Swear business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I send with the group with the slide on. Real, I get the order, you know that it's long. See me and my niggas gon' die. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like bitch or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all don't fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. You understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey. That's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Cold shit.
I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LA. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options. Used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with it. At the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? From one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse an imposter. She get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate making to the featherweights. Niggas say they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a rover. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cult leader, need the blue stripes, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the go, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? One West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one with these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die. Skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Hold on. I see niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid they Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
For comfort in every room, rely on two brands you know and trust. The Lennox powered by Samsung mini split system is a quiet, energy-efficient solution that maximizes comfort in any space that needs a
Buck roll.
You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one westward, sharper than the ice pick. On you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you, keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair, or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. And runners on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers, my hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squad in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in this world in my whole life, my whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sonny, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home and change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only want to fuck her. They just want to touch her. They don't want to cuff her. They just want to come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain. It's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. You can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the storm in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know life. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the storm in my whole life. My whole life.
Responding to emails takes time, but not with Grammarly. In a few clicks, Grammarly's generative AI drafts professional, relevant.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my taxes. Yes, you said.
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe just slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see the rhythm in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I back gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like fair the well. Praying payback, come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words, ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Von Dale. Payback to bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Hey, my a target in a world of mad shooters. There was designed fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I see a man reach out to God before he died. Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for left. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thugging with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endured to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig. I
seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Barak Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shema Thumb Bashim Yahweh Shai to the sisters. It's the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under the leadership of Commander Jerry Home. Let's get out of here, man. Yahweh Shai for this truth. Understanding that, I'm saying, the Most High God revealed this truth, these records to Abba Bivens. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were asking, like, they're asking questions like to Captain Zion. One brother was asking Captain Zion when he was in Washington Square Garden, in Washington Square Park. And he like, yo, where was the UPK, and know what I'm saying, before 1969? And Captain Zion was letting him know, like, yo, it was a famine on this truth. You know what I'm saying? This truth was hidden from us. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God preserved the remnant. And he showed his truth to Abba Bivens. Abba Bivens wouldn't go do what any priest and prophet would do in the Most High God, and went to his people. He raised up 7 heads, and they, you know what I'm saying, they raised up Commander Jerry Hana, and Commander Jerry Hana kept this truth. You understand? Again, made Abba Bivens rise again, because by him being so radical and following Christ, the same thing that happened to the priests and prophets in the Bible, the disciples, the same thing happened with Abba Bivens. He lost, you know what I'm saying, he was unalive for this truth. You understand? The things that we do is not going to be lovable by the world. You may just be unalive for this truth. You understand? That comes with courage. That comes with being. That's what comes with doing this work. You know what I'm saying? Scripture says, Christ said, they persecute me, they're going to persecute you. So when you do these works, you understand, you got to realize that the world is going to hate you. And due to that, what happened? Everybody else ran. Everybody else flee and say, yo, we got to get far away from whatever they're doing over there on 125th Street. You know, the same thing with Christ. You know what I'm saying? Peter, even though you know what I'm saying, he just stoned. You know what I'm saying? He died bond. But listen, even when that happened, he's like, yo, I don't know him. I don't know Christ. Because like Christ about to get unalive. Everybody, he's the most hated in the world at that time. And he's like, anybody that's close to him is going to be hated too. And until he had that courage, until Peter had that courage to realize, like, hold on, this is my king. He wasn't willing to be unalive neither. Until, you know what I'm saying, the Most High Christ showed him. Same thing here. We willing to go through that fire and willing to do what needed to be done like Christ did. You understand? So that, you know what I'm saying, again, we have to thank how shine for that truth, and the courage of the men above us. You know what I'm saying? The Commander Jerry Hana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the sisters, the troopers, the sisters, and the children, all of Israel. You understand? That's what we're here for. We teach that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that have been scattered abroad, North, South, Central America, and in captivity and oppressed by our oppressors. We show that we are the children of God. We are the biblically children of God. We are the children of Israel. Yasha'Allah in the Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? We come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which means Prince of the Power in the Hebrew. You understand? Today, you know what I'm saying? Again, today, the law class, we're here again. You know what I'm saying? The law class is truly, truly important for us because it's something that we was given to become a nation, you know what I'm saying, to get power and to have structure as a people. To be, you know what I'm saying, to show that, you know what I'm saying, to become one. That's what made us become one. And you know what I'm saying, everybody else recognized us as a nation because we had a government. We had laws. We had, you know what I'm saying, a leader. And everything set in place. From a leader on down to the men of war. You know what I'm saying? Our woman was protected. Our children were protected. You know what I'm saying? Every house had a man in it to where they were the night watcher of their home. You know what I'm saying? The night watcher of their home. And nobody was coming to, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't just vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no breaches. And that due to we just disconnected from the Most High God, disconnected from the laws that we was given, and disconnected from each other, our whole people is vulnerable. Our children and women have been, you know what I'm saying, destroyed. Our men been destroyed, of course. But you know what I'm saying, for us to protect our women and our children, us men have to, you know what I'm saying, get back in place. Us men have to, you know what I'm saying, have the courage to stand up against those that is a threat to our community. Stand up to those that is a threat to our people. And that's why we're going to today. The topic today is God hates America. Why God hate America and why God hate white people, which is so-called white people, which is the children of Edom. You know, so they come from Esau. They are the Edomites. Adawam in the Hebrew, which means red. They are red men. Now they are the red people. If you go in the scriptures in Genesis 25 and 25, they said Esau come out red and hairy. You understand? That's them. That is them. So again, you know what I'm saying, if you pull up that, I'm gonna pull out the article first. Just, you know what I'm saying, because usually sometimes we don't get to it. I'm putting the article first because I'm going to go into the book of Obadiah. So a lot of our people don't even have an idea or a clue about the book of Obadiah, which is the prophet. You understand? He prophesied what's going to happen to the Edomites, what's going to happen to America, what's going to happen to you know what I'm saying, those that oppress us today. You understand? So we're going to go, we got an article for those that's not on Facebook. On Facebook. But if you're on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, you can see it. We're going to go, if you could, Bobby Kashar, you can just read the title and all that.
When slave owners got reparations.
And listen, this is really, really key, man. Because the title is When Slave Owners Got Reparations. And today, black people are saying, yo, we want reparations. And you don't realize that, listen, you're never going to get a reparation because they already paid reparations to who they felt like is entitled to. You understand? For the agreement of the Emancipation Act, the so-called happened in 1862 with President Abraham Lincoln, so-called signed an agreement to let us free. You got to realize that this is why they are the devil the Bible speaks of. Because behind doors, in our face, they playing in our face saying like, yo, we're about to free these slaves. But behind doors, they're making an agreement with those that own the slaves. They don't think they just let us go. Because listen, that's why we're not free today. Right after that, they have mass incarceration. Right after that, Jim Crow. Right after that, they were still basically made us, we were still slaves, even still today. You understand? So we're going to get into it. You know what I'm saying? The reparations of the slave owners I got. We're going to show into the scriptures why the Most High God hate them and why we have the same feeling towards our oppressors the Most High God has. It's not just because they are white people. It's because of the crime they did to our people. The crime that they did to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they should pay for their crimes. You know what I'm saying? Remember, God is a just God, man. Remember, if we want equality, right, we fight for equal rights. They should pay for their crimes. You know what I'm saying? Our people, we all pay for our crimes, no matter what it was. Our people are going to jail for jaywalking. You understand? Any crime, petty crime. Remember, in our community, we are the petty crime. We are the petty criminals. You know what I'm saying? Trump and them is the high-scale criminals. They are doing some real crimes out there. You understand? And we have Christopher Columbus, he has a whole day for a massacre of our people, 77 million Native Americans. And he have a whole day that we celebrate. Our people celebrate. They have a day off from school and all that. You understand? And same thing with President's Day. George Washington, everybody has a day for their crimes that they committed against our people. You understand? And what we do in the ISUPK, we put their crimes on Front Street so everybody can see what they done. You know how they do when somebody do something, they put it right on the news. Even when our people die, right, what do? They bring up their crimes. What they done. They don't have no compassion or empathy on if how they got unalived or whatever happened to them. They still bring up their crimes or whatever, saying that in their eyes they say, yo, he deserved to die. When Robert Brooks got unalived in the prison, they brought up his crimes. They brought up his disciplinary in prison. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, those that just unalived them on everybody in the whole world could see it. One of the officers only got 15 years. Not no life on the back. We know people that get 15 years for less. You know what I'm saying? We know people that get 15 years for drug charges. You know what I'm saying? We got a brother in the Syracuse, Tyrone Hines, where he was in jail for like majority of our life. We only heard about him. I read his book when I was in prison. And it was drug charges. You know what I'm saying? He just finally got free, a few years ago, probably? It was drug charges. He didn't unalive nobody. It was drug charges. And you know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ, he got free. And you know what I'm saying? Our people, all of our people should have been free for the drug charges that when they just lock them up and throw them out, throw them in the mountains and forget about it. You understand? Whenever you got it, Bob Kashar.
God. On April 16th, 1862, President Abraham Lincoln signed a bill emancipating enslaved people in Washington, the end of a long struggle. But to ease slave owners' pain, the District of Columbia Emancipation Act paid those loyal to the Union up to $300 for every enslaved person freed.
So listen to that. He said, but to ease the slave owners' pain. Do you hear that? What kind of pain do they have by owning the slaves? and whipping them and destroying them and separating them, our people. He said, yo, to ease the pain of our oppressors, we're going to pay them to free those that's truly in pain. We are truly in pain. And they said, yo, we'll pay y'all to let them go. Instead of paying us for when we got free, so-called be free, we didn't have nothing to go to where we had to still work for them. Sharecroppers. We had to still work for them. But they're getting paid. Yo, this is crazy because if we sharecropping working for them, right, they're getting paid for us sharecropping still working for them. It's like, yo, again, we always say they still living, America is still running off slave money. They still got slave money from when our great-great-great-grandparents were picking cotton. They still running off the tobacco land, everything. They still running off all that. And then they start these new businesses that we think they just had. We just think they have a brilliant mind and great ideas.
You see this?
What?
That picture?
Wow.
You see what's in the background?
That's the White House? That's the White House. Wow. Again, now I'm saying, I know those on Facebook, I may not be able to see it, but even alone, this is how prideful our oppressors is. This is how prideful these devils is. You know what I'm saying? The picture alone is the United States slave trade. You know what I'm saying? Got our oppressor, the Edomite, white man, so-called white man on his horse. And of course, they got us on chains. You know what I'm saying? Babies, though. Babies in chains went to the mama. The men over there is in chains. Same way, if you ever been incarcerated, they chain us the same way. Shackled up next to each other, right?
It's a lot here by May and enslaved in the back working.
And it's slaves in the back working, and there must be more slaves coming on the ship.
And it must be more. It actually is more slaves coming on the ship.
Yeah. This is crazy.
These blackheads.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
This is crazy.
And then the flag.
This is crazy. And this is when it's so-called freedom. Abraham Lincoln is a devil, right? Now I'm saying we got to realize that he done nothing good for black people. We got to realize, and we got to stop doing this, man. Because we did this with Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Trump. We're doing with all these devils thinking that, yeah, we're going to vote for them because they care for black people. But in their mind, we got to realize that they hate us so much that they're being so deceitful and right in our face. And it's like they got a plan, and they got a plan with their people to destroy us and keep us on the bottom, keep their foot up on our necks until we die. Until we die. And they so evil, they want to keep this going on for generations on generations. They have a plan to put your children and your grandchildren and their children in the same predicament that we in today. This is why God hates America. They always want to say, make America great again. No, destroy America, which is modern day Babylon. Destroy it. Because this is the only way so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American will have any taste of freedom. Any taste of it. What?
I do have the equivalent of what $300.
Go ahead. Let's get that. Because remember, they said for each slave free. So imagine if you got 300 slaves or 100 slaves alone. They're paying $300 a slave, right?
The value of $300 from 1800 to 2025 is worth $7,691 today.
Good night. Each slave. Because $300, it may not be nothing to us right now in 2025. But then in the 1800s, oh yeah, that was a lot of money. He just said $300 was equivalent to $7,691. 62 cents. Don't forget the cents. 62 cents. Could that add up? You know how when we get our checks, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we get hourly, we like, yeah, that 25 cent adds up. For that 62 cent was adding up each time that they bought a slave, where they got paid from the government. They got paid from the government for each slave they so-called let free. And guess what? No slave was let free. Why? Because we were sharecroppers. We had nowhere to go, so we still was working. So they got paid $300 to keep the slaves. That's what happened. They paid $300 for each slave that was never free. Go ahead.
And the church refused to acknowledge the evil of America. These are Christians.
These are Christians.
These are Christians that did this.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And this is why, again, We don't think that the Most High, this is why it's truly, truly important for our people to see the crimes that our oppressors committed. Because if not, then we'll think that God loved them. We'll think that God loved them. God don't love them. Romans 9:13 let us know that he hates Esau. And it's important for us to show y'all who Esau is today in this world, who his children is today in this world, to know that God does not love them, but God loves us. And God hates them for the crime that they committed against us. Ezekiel 35 let us know this, that God hates them for the perpetual hate that they have for us. God hates them for the violence that they've done to us. God hates them for the things that they've done. If we had to go pay for our crimes and breaking the laws of the commandments of the Most High God that he gave us, imagine what he's going to do to them. Imagine that. Remember, the Most High God said he loved us and he chastised those that he loved, right? Imagine what he's going to do to those that he hates. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward for the Most High God to show his wrath on those that he hates, because they need it. They need, listen, this is pure, that is justice. That is justice for them to get what they deserve. They get mad at us when we say this. They get mad at us when we say, yeah, God is going to destroy America. God is going to destroy the white man. God is going to destroy the Arabic man. God is going to destroy the African man. God is going to destroy all these nations that took part in our captivity, because they all did. Psalm 83 let us know that every nation took part and had hands in on the slave trade. Had hands in. That's how all these Hades, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying? This is how all these nations outside of us was put together. They colonized us and sold us and made us and put us in captivity and oppressed us and made us nothing. They made us nothing. You know what I'm saying? When we are the children of God. We are the sons of God. You understand? And they made us to be the scum of the earth. This is crazy. Go ahead, Bob Bishop.
That's right. Slave owners got reparations. Enslaved African Americans got nothing for their generations of stolen bodies.
Of what?
Generations of stolen bodies.
Generations of stolen bodies. They always want to say, yo, just forget about it. Just forget about slavery. Man, we ain't going to forget about y'all stealing our people and doing whatever y'all want to do with it. We ain't going to forget about y'all bulk breaking our people. We ain't going to forget about y'all having breeding houses. You're having breeding house to where in these houses they are only breeding the slaves. They want to make sure that the slaves be born. Make sure that they breeding these slaves so they can have more slaves and make them work. Make our women have babies just to go pick cotton, just to go get their back beat in, just for them to be a slave to the white man.
But and for some weird reason, they love enslaving children.
Yeah.
And we got the picture over here where they got a little bro, he's the age of my son.
Yeah.
Our sons.
That's facts.
Enslaved. With a bag on his head with cotton.
Like the preacher Bible is so heavy. For some weird reason, remember, nothing new on this sun. For some weird reason, it is weird. You know what I'm saying? But we know why. That they want to start our slavery time, right? As our youth. Because they're thinking about, all right, boom, if he's 3 years old, we could get about good 80 years out of him. At least 60. We got to get at least 60 years out of him in the field. Same thing right now. They're getting at least 60 years out of us when we go work in that field. What they push retirement to what, 70 now? They're getting at least 70 years out of us before we even, remember, they're taking that out every check, right?
And they call the industry where we work at
a field.
Medical field. Transportation field.
Like, good night.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it really called it a field.
And this is what they do to monopolize and keep generating money since so-called emancipation. This is what they came up with. This is the brilliant mind that Abraham Lincoln came up with. Like, yo, hold on. We about to take slavery to a whole nother level. We about to take slavery to make medical fields. We about to let the slaves go into the field. You know what I'm saying? They expand because we had the skills. They're like, yo, we got to make sure they build our whole country. Forget them building our backyard. We need to finish building the whole country. And that's what we did. This is crazy. Go ahead.
Snatched children and expropriated labor other than their mere release from legal bondage. The compensation clause is not likely to be celebrated today, but as the debate about reparations for slavery intensifies, it is important to remember that slave owners, far more than enslaved people, were always the primary beneficiaries of public largesse.
They didn't give a damn about freeing no slaves. It was never a priority to free slaves. Remember, Abraham Lincoln said if he could, he would have kept us all slaves if he could keep peace amongst the North and the South. If he could keep, like even right now, if they could keep peace amongst the Republicans and Democrats, it won't be no vote. They won't need a vote. If they could just agree amongst themselves. But no, we're gonna come up with a system to where we still can control the masses. But the control is not in the hands of us that vote. It's in the hands of those that's getting voted for. It's in the hands of those that is, you know what I'm saying, ruling this place, ruling this world, ruling the field and ruling the financial, ruling everything. We don't rule nothing in America. This is why nobody stands up for us. But the ISUBK, and Commander General and the ISUBK, we the only ones that's gonna say like, yo, you're wrong. Like they're wrong for what they're doing to our people. They're wrong for pushing abortions. You know what I'm saying? They're wrong for even pushing vote. They're wrong for everything they're doing to us. Mass incarceration. They're wrong for all that. But everybody else gonna be like, hey, maybe our people deserve it. Maybe the YNs deserve to be put in jail. That's what they're saying. Maybe the whores deserve to be great. That's what they're saying. But here we realize that our people need this truth right here to save their life. Right? A little bit more.
The act is notable because it was the first time that the federal government authorized abolition of slavery, which has hastened its demise in Virginia and Maryland as runaways from these states fled to Washington. It offered concrete proof to enslaved people and their allies that the federal government might facilitate the destruction of slavery everywhere. Intervene. And even the brother who writing this article, he not even seeing the slavery that he's in under. He's saying this act was notable. That they paid the slave owners, and he's saying that they offered them hope that the United States government, the federal government, would destroy slavery. But you're supposed to be the children of the slaves. Why can't God? And that's what this book I had, the Independent Church, the black man, he was saying that at that time, most people believe white people release people from slavery. But he always felt God did it. You know what I'm saying? And our people, we trust in them.
We trust in them. Thinking that they have the power to release the chains off us. When we realize going to the records like the priest brought out yesterday in Deuteronomy 28, why we end up being in chains, then we realize the only one that can get us out of slavery, out of captivity, or out of this oppression is the Most High God. They don't have, listen, they would never ever want to release us from our captivity. Nor do they ever have the power to put us into it. You know what I'm saying? We disobeyed the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? We disarmed ourselves the same way we do in the world now. We walk around catching crimes when we was young, so by the time we get older, we disarmed from everything to be able to defend ourselves legally. But they say legally. You know what I'm saying? Just finish that. You can just finish that paragraph, and then we go right to the article. To the scriptures.
And it confirmed the worst fears of their foes about an interloping tyrannical president.
Yeah, go ahead.
Abraham Lincoln, however, was anxious to preserve his fragile alliance with loyal slave owners.
See, this was. He didn't care about black people, but he was anxious to preserve his fragile alliance with loyal slave owners. Because it was fragile, because why? Because now the conversation is that, yo, you about to take our slaves, nigga? I mean, you about to take our slaves? You about to take our slaves? They were so mad they went to war for it. They said, we're going to war. We're going to kill for our slaves. What?
he had advocated abolition of slavery. It's like abolition of slavery in Washington in 1849 as a congressman, to no avail. As president, he encouraged the border states to voluntarily end slavery. He chose Delaware as an ideal place to take the lead in the late 1861. But it became clear that Union slave owners could not be easily persuaded.
Nope. Same thing now. Same thing right now. You can't persuade these devils to be like, yo, shit. You can't persuade these devils to even take accountability of what they've done. Take accountability for their stolen land. They so prideful of it being in America that it's our land, the land of the free. It's not land of the free when you stole it. It's not land of the free when you unalive everybody first and then settle shop. It's not the land of the free. When we here, we stuck. We're stuck. We can't even go to our land. Because they even went over there and established their own government over there. You know what I'm saying? So this again, shout out to Captain Tazaiwan in Delaware as well. Because listen, nobody wanted to let no slaves go. We got a school out there. They just got a brand new school, right? You understand? In Washington, we have again mighty school out there too with Captain Mashak. You understand? In Washington, you understand? And in Virginia, who we got out there? Captain Natazak. You understand? Listen, everywhere they didn't want to let our people go, we have a school out there set up by under leash from Commander General Yohana, you understand, to where we're going to get our people and come in here. It's the difference between people that want to say that they want to say Abraham Lincoln loved the people, right? No, Abraham Lincoln hated us so much. Abraham Lincoln hated the blacks so much, right? He paid the slave owners $300 each slave. At that time in 1800s, he just did the math. Each 300 was equivalent to $7,691.62 for each slave they so-called freed. And listen, like I always brought out, and even after that, we would have to become sharecroppers because we ain't have nothing to go to. You know what I'm saying? Even just ask your grandmoms, ask your grandma. You know what I'm saying? Because most of our grandparents came from the South. You understand? Migrated from the South. Thinking that they come over here, no, the racism will stop. Nope. Jim Crow was over here too. We was getting lynched over here too, right? Leaving from here, going to the Midwest, from Midwest, going to the West, thinking all around America that we're going to find some kind of equality. And everywhere we went, they hated us. Everywhere we went, we try to develop some kind of brotherhood, which they infiltrate and say is games. Game. With Larry Hoover, listen, even though it wasn't the truth, they was trying to fight against oppression. They was trying to educate themselves and try to, build something to where their children would be safe. Their women would be safe. The men would have some kind of fight in them. Today, I can't say the same thing outside of how it should be. That the men have some kind of fight in them to fight for what is right. Men don't want to fight for anything nowadays. They're going to say they will allow their women. They allow the women and children to be on the front line. And this is why our oppressors just still have one up on us. Because there's nobody that's willing to really die for our people. If you're willing to die for our people, we have a fighting chance to live. That is the difference that everybody else has with their people. Somebody's willing to die for their people. And here now, I should be careful. We move like Christ. Christ died for us, my nigga. Now, he died for Israel. And this is what we hear here. We're willing to die for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And by guess what? And by us showing the crimes that our oppressors committed, we're more a threat to them than you walking around with a gun in your pocket all day. Just scared. You're just scared to get punched in your mouth. But in here, we're saying things that's punching them right in their mouth. Punching the oppressors right in their mouth by showing even Abraham Lincoln, he didn't give a damn about us. We're exposing them for so-called emancipation that he gave our people. And showing that the Most High God hate America. And we prove it in the Bible every day. Go ahead, Bible Show.
God. This reinforced, but it became clear that the Union slave owners could not be so easily persuaded. This reinforced the need to make congressional emancipation conditioned on compensating.
On what?
Compensating them.
Listen, this is the only reason why we had some called taste of I guess some kind of freedom. Matter of fact, this is how it got like this. Because today we think we're free, but because we can go and punch the clock, we can walk out our doors. We think we're free because we have a little movement. We have movement in prison. We move around. Now I'm saying in prison, we get to move around and make decisions, but you're still in chains. Same thing out here. I knew I was around people in prison that was more free than people out here in the world, in society. You know what I'm saying? That had their own mind and make their own decisions, and then, you know what I'm saying, had to follow the masses, the elite that make decisions for them. Some people have rather just died than just being a coward. This is what comes in here. When you hear about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel, and you hear about these prophets in the Bible, they had courage to die for what was right. It wasn't no cowards, man. It wasn't soft. Our people dying out there for nothing. Just a little pack, dying over a little shorty, dying over a few words, stepping on a shoe or whatever. Come, man, if you're gonna do something, man, come fight for what's right. Stand for this. Stand for the truth. Stand for your people, man. Stand for the babies that's after us. That's what we're fighting for, man. We fighting for the generation after us to have a chance, man. And listen, if I don't see the kingdom of heaven, at least I know, like, yo, I put my stone in. I put my blow in. Now I'm saying I stood on corners. You know what I'm saying? I was on this podium. You know what I'm saying? I stood with the men of God against the oppression. I stood with the men of God against the masses of those that hate our people. And for that, I'm saying I'm too wild. With that, I'm good. I got shot for less. I got in fucking slacking brawls and all kind of things for less. No meaning for nothing. All in vain. If I'm going to do it now, I'm going to do it for this. Right, Bagusha? And yeah, shout out the trooper Akia. He said the 12 tribes built America. We built. Look around the world, man. Wherever you see anything that is functioning and thriving as a community somewhere, we did it. We built it. Whether it's Puerto Rico, Mexico, again, Haiti, Dominican Republic, the Caribbean islands, we did it. We did it. They don't have the, remember, we the salt of the earth, man. We bring flavor to this world. Scripture said we are the light to this world. Everywhere we go, we're the light. We shine everywhere. And it's when we follow them and put them in front of us, they dim our light. We allow them to lead us, there's no light nowhere we go. It's like when they say the blind leading the blind. They are the blind. And we stay blind when we following them. When we push them out the way, like the scripture says in Revelation 18, come out of her, my people. You know what I'm saying? Take part of their sins because they will be destroyed. Babylon is falling. This is when we truly rise as a nation. Go ahead, Baba Bashar.
This reinforced the need to make congressional emancipation conditioned on compensating them, which put abolitionists in a bind.
It's not like listen, man. The fight was on the even now. Why? Because money is involved. Now you can pay. We ain't got we can't fight for freedom anymore because the rich is paying for us to stay in captivity. Right. The rich. Yeah, go ahead. This is heavy. Go ahead.
They welcomed the end of slavery in the capital, but chafed at payments that validated the right to own property in the form of human beings.
Wow. Read that one more time. Just read that sentence one more time.
They welcomed the end of slavery in the capital, but chafed at payments that validated the right to own property in the form of human beings.
Listen, this is what happened, man. I guess they so-called, they tricked us saying, yeah, they signed a paper, I guess. This is how tricky they is. Remember, nothing new under the sun. They signed a lot of treaties with the Native Americans and broke every single last one of them. Don't listen. If they sign something, these people are liars, man. Listen, is nothing nothing they do is truth. They don't do nothing out of pure love. And listen, anything they ever give you got to think about why they're giving it to you. What is the intent? What is your intention behind that? What is your ulterior motives behind you so-called loving us? When you didn't even want you didn't want our children in your school. If you watch the video of the little girl going into the first little girl going into a white school, I guess. Oh man, it was grown men out there, grown white men out there harassing them, threatening them. Signs up saying we hate you. Go, get away. To our kids. to our kids. I would not put my kid in that situation. I would not have put my kid in a situation to be hated. To where, you know what I'm saying, imagine in her mind what she was thinking. Right. And this is what happened when you put the fight on the shoulders of our babies. When you put the fight on the shoulders of our women, we're going to lose. We're going to lose because they're going to do what fits their emotions. They're going to do what is, now I'm saying, they're going now I'm saying, I don't want to say that they're going to take the easy route. The woman and the child is going to take the easy route because we're going against an army of a nation that hate our people. They're going to take the easy route. They're going to bow down. This is why they take the black man out of the house, because then they know that they could get to the woman. They could get to the child. They're going to get to the woman and say, yo, man, this is why the serpent went to Eve. It wasn't no literal reptile, no literal snake. No, and remember, the Bible is written in the black man language. The same thing we say snake in our community is somebody conniving that we cannot trust. And he went to the woman when Adam wasn't around and said, yo, man, listen, man, you don't got to do this. You shouldn't do that. Whatever it is, whispering in her ear, and next thing you know, the house was destroyed. The house was destroyed. Go ahead, Bob Kushar.
If compensation is to be given at all, the abolitionist William Lloyd Garrison said at the National Anti-Slavery Convention in Philadelphia in 1833, it should be given to the outraged and guiltless slaves, and not to those who have plundered and abused them.
And listen, man, our people, even still to this day, right? Because a lot of people don't know this even happened. A lot of our people don't know that the reason why black people ain't getting no reparations today, the same way the Jewish man got reparations, Asian man get reparations, everybody around us get, even the Ukraine mom say Ukraine got reparations from America, from Trump and Biden. They sending money every day, trillions of dollars. But the reason why we're not getting no reparations, why? Because we just seen it, we just read it. You know what I'm saying? They gave it to the slave owners. They gave it to the masters. They gave it to the white man to make them happy. To make them happy. They didn't care about our conditions. This is why our conditions is in the same way, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that today is any better than it was when we was on the plantation. But they was able to go to church. You know what I'm saying? They was able to go to church. They was able to celebrate their birthdays, their holidays that they celebrate. You know what I'm saying? They was able to go to work, slavery. You know what I'm saying? They had a little, whatever it was, whatever movement that they lived in a society under the foot of the oppressor. Same thing today. It's no different. It's no different. It's just a lot of us now. It's just a lot of us, and we got cars, I guess. We got a couple of cars. We got a house. You know what I'm saying? We got a little movement, but it's no different than when our grandparents was picking cotton. We just going to punch the clock and play with machines and you know what I'm saying, drive and do things in that nature, but it's no different. Go ahead, Bob Bouchard. It was more, if not, you could just. Man, I don't know all this shit though. All right. Yeah, let me get Obadiah. We're gonna go into Obadiah a little bit. The book of Obadiah, a lot of people don't know what it is. It's the book right after Amos. There's only one chapter, but it's a heavy chapter. It's so heavy that no one else read it but us. It's so heavy that nobody else read the book of Obadiah but us. Go ahead, whenever you got it, Barbara Shaw.
From the top.
Yep.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1.
Again, shout out to the trooper Akyah. You know what I'm saying? Give him a hand. And shout out to Officer the Quadazar 500 out of Buffalo. Mighty priest as well. Check out his classes too on Tuesday and Monday. Or was it Tuesday and Wednesday? Yeah, Tuesday you got the brotherhood class, and Wednesday you got the Lashawan Kodash class. Heavy with it. Whatever you got it, Bob Bashar.
It's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord God concerning Edom.
Listen, so when we say that God hates the Edomites, which is, you know what I'm saying, so-called white men today. You know what I'm saying? When we say God hate them, right, we only saying what's in the scriptures. We only saying what's in that is written. Right here, we just said, Obadiah the prophet said, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. This is not us. This is not something I say, yo, Sabiyah, I hate them so much, I'm gonna write this. Krishna Hayala didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? Commander General Yohanan didn't do it. This is something that said, thus saith the Lord God. Go ahead.
Concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
So this let you know that we all not coming together in kumbaya. We all not about to be friends in the kingdom of heaven. We all not about to be, we're not friends now. What makes you think we're going to be, no, they're not my friend like the priest brought out yesterday. The things that they done to us, friends don't do to each other. The things that they do to us, family don't do to each other. So the more we with them, the more we're going to treat each other like enemies as well. We ain't going to treat each other as friends and family, because we're gonna move like them and have the same perspective on each other that they have on us. Go ahead, Baba Gusha.
Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Listen, it may seem like they're small, but you got to realize that everybody hates them. Everybody hates America, believe it or not. Everybody, even Russians. Now, this is what, I won't say believe it or not, because now you better believe it. Right. You better believe it now if you pay attention to the prophecies. If you've been listening to the priests and prophets of the Most High God, and ISUBK, you know what I'm saying, you'll see that we've been following this war since before it started. Commander General Yohanan been breaking down this war since before it started. You know what I'm saying? Was it Alawan? Out of Chicago? Yeah. And him and Karash? They got the say it again? Awalam Gabar and Karash, right? Yeah. What's their war report? Yeah, war report out of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? You better check them out too. They break down what's going on in this war that nobody else paying attention to. Let them tell it, there's no war going on. But we know that World War III is prophesied to happen. Right? Go ahead, Baba Gusha.
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
The pride of America, the pride of Trump, these devils, have deceived thee. Go ahead.
Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock.
They come from the Caucasus Mountain. They dwell in the clefts of the rock. That's where they came from. Go ahead. When we see the commercial when it says so easy, a caveman can do it. That's them, man. We ain't living in no goddamn cave, man. They dwell in the cleft of the rocks. Go ahead.
Whose habitation is high.
Whose habitation is high. They set up high. They live high. They in the highest states of the world. They love living up there. Like this is why this is what I'm saying, like they live in the mountains. They love it. When we be driving, right? We be driving, you know what I'm saying, city to city, doing the works of the Lord, and we be seeing these mountains, and we be like, man, you think people live in there? Yeah, they do. They live in the mountains. Go ahead.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
And they so high, right? And they so prideful, they say, who gonna bring me down? Who gonna bring me down to the level of the Negroes? Who gonna bring me down to the level of the spicks and wetbacks and niggas? In their eyes, they can't get no low. They can't get low. In their eyes, they will never be low. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
As what?
As the eagle.
Now I left my cash in the car. I'm going to show y'all the eagle real quick. Because I'm saying this is what's on their money. This is what they love. It's only for educational purposes, right? I see that eagle, right? I see that eagle. Because the eagle, what the eagle do? If high and it watches his prey, the eagle just come down and take They pray, but they fly high. The eagle fly high, and this is what they use to represent them. It's on their dollar. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. They exalt themselves as the eagle. Soaring over our community. Seeing how they're going to prey on us. Dropping guns and drugs and everything in our community. Seeing how they're going to, eat us. That's what the eagle really want to do. Whatever's under, they want to snatch it up. And the eagles, them some big birds, man. Those some big birds. Go ahead, Bible Sean.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Though thou set thy nest among the stars. High. That's why I said among the stars. They set their nest among the stars higher than everything. Because they think they are up there. They are above everything. In their eyes, oh man. Let a white person tell you about America. Let them come to you and talk about their American pride. They're so prideful they hated Kaepernick for just taking a knee for what he believed in. That's all he did was took a knee for police brutality. They said we have freedom of speech. And he took a knee for freedom of for police brutality. And they say, yo, he lost his job. He didn't take a snap 6. And everybody else that took a knee with him, they say, yo, you're fired.
They did?
Everybody, that's why nobody was taking a knee with him.
Whoa.
So when Kaepernick sued, I think it was another brother that sued with him. They won. But nobody know whatever amount they got.
Whoa.
But whoever was taking a knee with him, they was losing their job.
Good night.
To the point where nobody was taking a knee anymore. To now, you won't catch nobody taking a knee. To now, everybody is up there like this. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z said, yo, man, we got to do something else now. That's old news. What else can we do now? Man, come on now. They took the fight out of the black man and be like, yo, I ain't taking no knee. They're going to take my check. They're going to take my check. So be it. This is why the scripture says, paraphrasing, it's harder for a rich man to get into heaven than it's a camel through a needle's eye. Because a rich man don't give a damn about these scriptures. A rich man don't give a damn about the poor. Christ care about the poor. That's why he dwelled with the poor. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be. This is why you don't see these celebrities in our community. Listen, man, Tupac said it too. He said, yo, he can feed everybody. Right. He said nobody should be hungry. Jay-Z supposed to be a billionaire, right? Diddy was supposed to be a billionaire. Listen, just them two alone could have took care of the community. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Hov taking care of Marcy Projects where he came from, he bought the Nets. He became part owner of the Brooklyn Nets and brought the Nets to Brooklyn from Jersey. Instead of and whatever, he from Brooklyn. This is how he get famous saying, I'm from Brooklyn. Marcy Projects, I'm from Brooklyn. I was up north for a lot of niggas from Marcy Projects, and there was nothing like come on now, they probably never seen Hov. But they were saying they were so prideful that they were from Marcy Projects because Hov from Marcy Projects, but Hov would never, ever, ever do anything for them. Ever. Settle that. Now I'm saying like settlement, you're going to see any of these celebrities come back to the hood and give a damn about the hood. Because the ones that made them rich got stimulation to say, yo, you ain't going back.
Right.
They changed their whole perspective. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's really messed up because they're taught that.
Yeah.
They're taught once you make it,
yeah,
don't come back.
Don't go back.
If you go back, it'd be something like what? Back to school, book bag drives.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
That's
and
it.
Then all year long, you got billions of dollars. And these same people spend millions of dollars in the strip club.
Yep. In the strip club. In the strip club. You know what I'm saying? But like the priest brought out, they only gonna come back to get a tax write-off. They come back and say, I gave out 1,000 book bags to the poor. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Again, I don't know too much of what these celebrities do. I don't watch their pockets, but I know that they're not helping. They're not doing nothing for the community. I don't care. We do more for the community, and we have less. We feed people for free. We pass out clothes for free. We pass out food for free, and we don't have $1 million. We don't. I'm not even close. I'm not even close. You feel me? But we'll go out there and pass out some food and clothes to our people and mingle with them and be one with them. Let them know that, yo, you're not by yourself. Let them know that, listen, the Lord loves you. And even though you may be struggling, don't think that the Lord don't love you. He hates them. because you don't know what they've done to get rich. Man, they do some things to get rich, man. And listen, we ain't willing to do no things to get rich that I'm saying, like, we ain't willing to do that. You feel me? Like, go ahead, Bible Show.
And though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Save who?
Saith the Lord.
It will be the Lord that brings down America. Trump, Elon Musk, all these people that you think is that the elite that cannot be touched. The White House will be a burnt house one day. The White House will be no house one day. We won't even see it anymore. It will be gone. It will be in the museum when we say, yeah, this is where they dwelled at. The White House, the white man used to call shots in the White House. Now it's no more. We be like, yo, the flag, man, we're gonna be crumbled up. Ain't gonna be no flag. They're gonna be like, damn, that was the American flag? That's nothing now. Well, how many stars they got in now with 52? It won't be not one left. Won't be not one left. It will be nothing left because God hates America. And this is why. Go ahead, Bible Show.
Verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
And this is really heavy because, right, even the thieves and robbers leave something. Even when a person coming, robbing a crib, whatever it is, they just going enough whatever they have. They can't take everything. You know what I'm saying? And then when the scripture says, would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Like they're like, yo, like would they not like this is how wicked and evil our oppressors is. They taking everything. They're leaving us with nothing. They coming to get the grapes, they're taking every grape. Everything. They're not leaving a crumb. They're not even leaving a crumb for us. Like they just want us to starve to death. They're taking everything we ever had. Taking our land, they want everything. Our home, they want our finances, they want everything. They're not leaving us nothing. We have to, you know what I'm saying, we have to fight for a crumb. What?
It's lucky. I was watching a movie last night, Triple Frontier.
Yeah.
And there's these 5 Edomites, ex-military.
Y'all think I watched that?
So they trying to steal a Hispanic brother bread.
Yeah.
So they only going for 75 mil. But when they get there, the whole house filled with money. The dude, Ben Affleck, he would not leave. He like, yo, it's more money there. We can't even carry it. It's so much money. They're like, yo, this scripture is for them. They thieves. They want to come and steal. They ain't even happy with enough.
Not enough.
And they ain't even get.
They ain't get nothing. They didn't get the wound. They couldn't get nothing.
Right.
Then so a few of them died, right?
Yeah, right.
They couldn't get nothing. And that's right here. They were leaving us a crumb. And here now I should be careful. What we're doing, we fighting back. We fighting for everything they ever took from us. We're taking back our culture. We're taking back our truth, our scripture. We're taking back our name. Talking about Jewish. No, we're taking back, we're the Jews. We are the children of God. We are the Israelites. We're taking back our shield. We're taking back everything. Why? Because they came in want to take. They took everything. They literally took everything. They took everything. They left us with nothing, not even our name. Like we were left with nothing. Go ahead.
I can say it's Colin Kaepernick, a white man.
No, his father is black. That's what. Remember, in the book of Numbers, what 1 and 13, mm-hmm. Let us know that 18. Slack it. Numbers 1 and 18. We go by our fathers. And I think Kaepernick was even adopted. He was raised by, I think he was adopted, I'm not sure, but I know his father, I know he's a black man because his father. And you kind of could tell too by his hair. Yeah, he always had an afro too, but his father is black. Mm-hmm. His biological, yeah, I'm about to say he was adopted. I'm about to say, I know him, you see what I'm saying? You see that, Akya? His father's black. It may, you know what I'm saying? That's why we don't go, you know what I'm saying? When they say, yo, we all about color, no, we go by your father, the pedigree of your father, because that's gonna let us know your DNA, your bloodline, where your bloodline comes from, because you come from your father's side. You know what I'm saying? That's why it hit hard for Kaepernick. I feel like because he was raised by white folks. I'm pretty sure he didn't. You know what I'm saying, like, ain't no way he was treated like as a black person. And the only way he was could resonate and feel one with his people, it was by taking a nil. Was by taking a nil for his people. Why? Because he was disconnected from his people too. He was raised by Edomites. Same thing about the other famous football player. I forgot his name, but they made a movie. Was it
Michael Orr?
Michael Orr. And the Edomites that raised him, they stole all his money. I think he's suing them now. They took everything from him. And even Pat Mahomes, I know it made his dad black too. But in this world, if you follow the custom of this world and you living up to their standards, you're gonna be like undercover brother. You're gonna be like undercover brother. Extra mayo on your sandwich. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to shave your face and shave your you're gonna shave your whole face. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna, oh man, you're gonna just walk around like them, looking like them. And that is not good. That is not a good look for our people, man. Because then we're gonna pass that tradition down and pass that down in our household instead of this. Instead of this. Yep, Carl.
Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
All right. Like, come on now. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Like, these things is hidden. And we're the ones that bring it up. And I should be careful. We're the only ones that's really going to be like, yo, everywhere else, even these so-called Israelites that's not in the truth, right? They saying, yo, we could sleep with them. We could, you know what I'm saying? They would be in the kingdom. They could be saved. They're fighting for those that's going to be destroyed. They're fighting for those that we're fighting against. Like come on, that makes sense. It shows that whose side is they really on. They would not be standing with Christ. If Christ was down here, they would not be standing with Christ because they're not standing with Christ now. So what makes you think they will stand with Christ when he come and destroy those that they love? Just because they got a little jungle fever. Mm-hmm. Just because they want to lay down with a little pink fever. Come on now, little pink fever ain't gonna be worth this kingdom, man. The most beautiful woman on the planet is Blacks, Hispanics, Native American. That's right. I can't even fathom and think. I can't even ever look at them and be like, no, it was never like, they always been disgusting. They always smelled like dog. You know what I'm saying? They never they never had anything to be like, yo, damn, I want a white woman. They never had anything to be like, yo, I want to have children with, you know what I'm saying? I want to make that my wife. Even in our households, a lot of us want a woman, you know what I'm saying, that's either like you know what I'm saying, our mother, our grandmas, our sister, somebody that's somebody in our kindred. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, we was taught that they're exotic woman and our woman is less than. They, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they kind of like, of course they're a little difficult sometimes, but it's worth the fight. You know what I'm saying? To raise your children, it's worth the fight to put back our household. You know what I'm saying? Than to just get with them because whatever it is that you may think. A lot of us only get with them sometimes for financial, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. But that's neither here nor there, man. But we can all get to verse 7, Baba Bashar.
Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Now you see what's going on with China, Russia, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to be like, yo, man, I hate them. No, every nation hate America, believe it or not. Well, they was running around being like bullies. Remember, they went to war, but World War II was fought against Russia, right? Like everybody that lost to America, don't think that they're friends with America. They just was afraid. They just been afraid. Now is the time when the scripture said, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with with thee have deceived thee. The whole time, right? The whole time when they thinking America think everybody's at peace with them, they're thinking about when can we attack. When they thinking about how can we get stronger. They got their nukes. You know what I'm saying? They planning how can we get back. They planning their get back. They're planning a way to get back at America. And one thing Black, Hispanics, and Native American need to understand is to not get in the way of the get back that's coming back to America. That's one thing we know in our issue because that we're not going to jump in and try to save these devils. We ain't going to be super save a devil. That's not going to be us. We're going to let them be destroyed and say, Barak Hawaii shot. And while they're being destroyed, we're going to be, I'm looking for the chariots. Right. You feel me? I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm waiting for that order. She be like, yes. Sabiyah, yeah. Whatever it is. Again, you know what I'm saying, Lord Allah, I'm here. If not, guess what? Our children is. This fight is for my children, Nahayala children, Akia children. You know what I'm saying? The sister Elijah, her children. Captain Isaiah children. It's for all our children. You feel me? Our life is on the line for our children and their children and their children and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? When I return, I'm gonna be in there when I return. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm not here now, when I return, make sure, you know what I'm saying, that I got a couple of slaves waiting. Make sure I got a couple of devils waiting to come plow my ground, whatever I need done. Go ahead, Baba Bashar.
All the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
See, this is what's going to happen to the white men. They're going to be destroyed by the people because everybody, listen, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding them. Those that they thought was sitting down eating with them. We think China is so cool with them. Because everything we get, it says made in China, made in China, made in China, made in China. China hate America guts. And they're waiting for the best time. This is why they always sending these little, whatever they be sending over here, man. You know how many times they'll catch one of these Chinese men in the airport with something in their briefcase that they only could see in the magnifying glass or under a telescope or something? Because they hate America. And they want to find a way to destroy America. And they will. And they will. Go ahead, Baba Bashar.
Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
And I know listen, I know they all stupid, right? I know it'd be like, yo, ain't no wise. Listen, they just crafty. They may seem wise. You know what I'm saying? They crafty and with technology and all that. But listen, even their wise men will be destroyed. Even their wise men that seem like they're smart, we're going to see how stupid they truly are, right?
Like our people idolize the rich American, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He got on national TV and said, drink bleach.
Drink bleach.
It'll kill the COVID virus.
Bleach.
And then, all the stores are empty with bleach and toilet paper.
Oh, man, it was crazy. Like, everybody was going to get bleach and tissue. Bleach and tissue. You feel what I'm saying? What Cap said earlier, like, yo, everybody was afraid to get the COVID-19 vaccine. But they all, what's the
Ozempic.
Ozempic. Everybody want to go get Ozempic and everything else. And they was afraid, and then they're going to even go get BBLs. Those that was afraid to get the vaccine is going under the knife to get a BBL. Going under the knife to get lipo, whatever it is. They're putting all kinds of drugs in their body. They're doing everything, but you want to be like, oh, the vaccine, man, it's the chip. It's a chip, you know what I'm saying? It's the mark of the beast. It's everything. But you're so stupid because your president said, they voted for him again. It's only second term. Listen, they must believe in the bleach. They believe in the bleach more than the vaccine. You understand? The vaccine didn't do nothing. But the bleach will unalive. Your president is stupid. In the scripture just said, shall I not in that day save the Lord, even destroy the wise men of Edom? This is y'all. Go ahead, Cap.
Salakia too. Before he was elected, during his campaign, all he kept talking about was Epstein. We're gonna release them Epstein files. We're gonna expose this. All these people doing wrong.
Yeah.
We're gonna get them all, guys. Vote for me. We're gonna get Epstein in this list. I'll make sure of that. How come Biden doesn't have the list now? You know why? Because Biden's on the list. He get voted, right?
Come.
A month go by, 2 months go by, 3 months go by, somebody go, well, Trump, when you want to release the Epstein files? He said, why y'all keep talking about it? That's what he said.
Come on now.
He said, that's all y'all want to talk about? He said, Epstein files?
Come on.
We got other stuff to handle here. Let's talk about the other stuff.
Come on now.
Get off of that Epstein file. I said, yo, this dude is a nutcase.
Whole nutcase. When why? He was there too. He was there.
He's on the list.
He's on the list. Clinton is on the list. Every wise man that you think, these people is truly stupid. It just they know how to pretend. They know how to dress smart. That's what it is. They put on the ties and the suits, and people think like, oh, that's professional drink. They dress professional. They're truly stupid. And when you go into these records, we see that the Most High God is going to expose their stupidity. And we're going to see that here in the ISBK is where the wise men truly are. That knows, that can break down and give you an understanding of what's truly going on around the world. And that's why we're showing you that America, Slakia, the Most High God hates America. And we're teaching you why he hates America. Not just because they're white, but because their crimes that they done to us. Go ahead.
And it's so obvious, like, if you can't see why God hates America, then you must, it's only because you love America.
Yeah, and you're a part of it. You believe in everything of America. You believe in the LGBTQ. You believe in abortion. You're a Christian. You know what I'm saying? You believe in everything. You want America to stay around. You don't want America to be destroyed. Go ahead, Cap.
Yo, Salaki.
You too, Rob.
Salaki, I don't mean to take
You too, Rob, son.
It's a clip. It was like a Trump rally against immigrants outside of the Capitol building. You may have seen it. It's an old Edomite lady, white lady. Reporter come up to her. He like, you a Christian? Are you a Christian? He asking everybody if they Christians. And she's like, yeah, I'm a Christian. The devil next to her, yeah, we're Christians. That's why we want the immigrants to go. We love America. God bless America. We're Christians. He said, if Jesus was to come to America, if Jesus was to come to America, would you tell him he's got to go? She said, Jesus is an illegal immigrant. He's got to go. Yo,
this is crazy.
How stupid is that?
Super stupid. Right?
Even more stupid because they are the illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
You are the illegal immigrant.
Yeah. And this is what happened when the Most High God says, even destroy the wise men of Edom. Because they're only wise, seem wise because of their craftiness and how conniving they've been and malicious they've been to make it seem like they're wise. But they ain't wise at all. They stole the whole country, the whole land, and unalived 77 million Native Americans. Right. But in the world, they make it seem like Christopher Columbus found an empty land. In the world, they'd be like, yo, he discovered something. No, he unalived somebody, our people, and stole it and built the city off blood. And you think that the Most High God is going to bless these people? No, they will be destroyed. And I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Go ahead, Bob.
And then double fold, too, as far as with the scriptures.
Yeah.
We thought these were God people.
We thought they was righteous,
this
godly
man
people.
Said, the Most High is the offspring of David.
Come on.
That is completely stupid.
And he have 460-something subscribers. 460,000 something subscribers. And I'm like, yo, this is why our people are stupid.
Right.
Our people are stupid because they following the stupidity of the world. The most stupid people on the planet, they follow it. Right. And then those are the ones that come up on us. Right. The ones that follow these stupid people like God Logic, he's the one that make it. People think that he got logic. And he's so stupid because he's following the little devil that we see clearly couldn't even get. Listen, man, God Logic was a better debate than him.
Yeah.
Even though he got smashed. But I'm like, damn, like come on, man. Is he even swinging? Go ahead, Baba Shaw.
And understanding out of the mount of Esau.
Listen, we about to see their mount get destroyed. And they're understanding, they have no understanding. Like we just read an article where Abraham Lincoln basically tricked the whole community, black people, thinking that he's giving us emancipation when he paid the slave owners $300 to free for each slave. $300 to free each slave. And the priest did the math, and that's $7,691.62. The 300 equivalent to that back then. And then guess what? We was never free. We were sharecroppers. we were sharecroppers. You know what I'm saying? We still went to Jim Crow. We went through everything. And our people still today, hey, can I get my 40 acres and a mule? No, that was a promise that they lied about. That was deceitful. This is what made it seem like Abraham Lincoln was wise. He on money and all that. You know what I'm saying? These people are so stupid. Go ahead, Baba Shaw. And then we're gonna realize, right, this right here, verse 10 is really, really heavy. Because we're gonna see the crime that they committed to our people. Slack, we on 9 real quick. Go ahead, Baba Shaw.
Verse 9, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed.
See, when you see Teman, you'll understand that they're talking about Esau, talking about Edom. You know what I'm saying? That's done. Slack, go ahead. And it said, and thy mighty men, O Teman, go ahead,
shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
No, they shall be saved.
Every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Listen, they're going to be cut off by slaughter. Listen, they're going to be, do you hear that? They will be cut off by slaughter. And listen, man, Barakatah Hawaii, I was shy for that because, listen, that is just, they slaughtered our people, man. Like, they had, again, from Native Americans to the so-called Hispanics to even us having breeding houses. Like, listen, imagine that. Breeding houses to where the woman is just there to breed slaves, to be put out there. Listen, they only having babies to go pick cotton. They're having babies to go get beat. They're having babies to go get sold somewhere, whether it's Canada, somewhere to England. They selling out. They're just having babies to do that. And now today they push abortion. This is true. Like, listen, man. No black, Hispanic, Native American should ever get rid of their children. You got to realize that at a time our women couldn't even hold their babies, breastfeed their children, love their babies, raise their children, and this is why they're going to be destroyed. This is why they deserve to be destroyed, because the officers that unalived Robert Brooks, one of them only got 15 years. 15? Come on now, 15 years? I just told y'all about Tyrone Hines, man. He was gone for drug charges. He was just released, a couple years ago. And he was gone for, I think at least 2 decades. At least 2 decades.
I was a kid.
For drug charges. And they still battling him. They close his parking lot. He be out down there. He's still fighting for some kind of freedom. But this dude gonna be home in 15 years, maybe less. Yeah. He didn't even get life on the back. And they all gonna get a plea deal for unaliving Robert Brooks when he couldn't even come home from rehabilitation from doing his time. Go ahead, Baba Shaw.
Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For what?
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Shame shall cover thee.
Shame shall cover thee. For all the violence that they done. When they unalived that sister, what was her name? Sandra or something like that?
Sandra.
No, the one that did. I know her too.
Macy.
Yup, her. What's her name again?
Sonia Macy.
Sonia Macy.
Oh, yeah.
They shot her in the face in her house. She called them to help her. She had mental illness. Listen, if this is so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, if you ever need some kind of, authority, if you need help, call the eyes should be kept. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to come with the compassion and the authority that with love. Guess what? One thing you're going to know that If we was called to go over to Sonia Massey house, she would be alive.
That's right.
If we was called for anything, even with irregarding anybody, we would come to, now I'm saying, solve the solution, whatever. We're going to have the solution, that the problem under control. Why? Because we're trained. We go through training. We go through Hebrew Academy. The priest got his cover on right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the class of 2025 and all the classes before us. You understand? Because we're trained for the situation that the so-called police is so-called trained to protect and serve. We're truly trained to protect and serve the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. What?
And it's a lot of people to add. Anybody that went in the military, they were trained too. That even when you're in the state of war, you don't unalive the people of the land. Yeah. It's like a point of contact where you just don't gun them down like that.
No.
You gotta detain them. But they come over here, we over here getting unalive. She had even if she was gonna throw the pot of water on you, you are a warrior for your country. Yeah. Take it.
You're a man. You was a man with guns and tasers and everything. And she is a woman. But in their eyes, due to, listen, when the scripture said, for their violence against thy brother Jacob, listen, they didn't see her as a woman. They didn't see her as a person. All of us, in their eyes, we all just dogs, Negroes, animals, and we don't deserve to live. They look at the animals in the zoo with more respect than they look at so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Listen, you will get in trouble if you leave your dog in your backyard in the cold or in the hot. When we go downtown, they put a fence to separate the poor from downtown. They can sleep on the other side of the fence in their eyes. You understand? But right, read verse 10 one more time, Bible Show.
It's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
No, just for a year.
Forever.
Forever. Listen, this is forever, man. When we say that the Most High God hates them, it's not just for today. It's forever. Why? Because if it was up to them, they would keep their foot on our necks forever, like Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High God said, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. When you see Jacob, you got to know that Jacob's name was changed to Israel. That's right. Prince of the power, Yasha'al in the Hebrew. And listen, we are Israelites. We come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So-called Black, Hispanics, Native American. We got to realize that we taking back what's ours. And I should be careful. We under Commander General Yohana, we take back our culture. Listen, we got the feast of blowing of the trumpets coming up in September. We taking back everything, and they don't deserve to have this. They don't deserve to walk around with the shield on. They don't deserve to even have the power that they have. And the Most High God said He's going to take it from them forever, not for a day, but forever. You understand? This is why, again, today's topic was the Most High God hates America, and He hates white people. Right. And we just taught you why. And nowhere else but in the ISUBK that we're gonna be the only ones that go into Obadiah. We're gonna go into Isaiah 14. We're gonna go into Revelation 18. We're gonna go into Ezekiel 35. We're gonna go into these records to show y'all that they hate us, and the Most High God hate them for what they done to us. And when I come in here and hear that, man, that's all I need to hear. That's all I hear. Listen, we want to fight them so much, but our people don't know how to fight them. They so afraid to where like, forget it, I ain't fighting. I'm just gonna go to church, or they're gonna bang their head on the concrete and be Muslims. They're gonna go Jehovah's Witness, knocking on doors, passing out pamphlets, and just give up. Come into ISUBK, you learn how to truly fight. When they see us training in the park when we was in Atlanta, they're like, what is they doing? We're training. We're training for the time that's going to come. You understand? Listen, nobody else is training but us. You know what I'm saying? With that, we pass over the piece and also give me there.
The security announcements. We are the ISUBK, start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the leadership of Commander General Yohana. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10 means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Like the priest said, we got memorial, the blowing of the trumpets. Said September 21st. Yep, September 21st at even. I believe that's a Sunday. We're going to be out here at 864 South Ave. We're going to cook, of course. We're going to have some strong, some yayim. We're going to do the Sabbath service as well. You know what I'm saying? A brother told me, like, yeah, well, I don't know about that. But I said, nobody believes in the Bible like the ISUPK. We are the only ones that's conducting the Sabbath service, that's blowing the shofar, that's pouring the oil, that's pouring the wine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else are Christians. You know what I'm saying? And the Sabbath service as well. We'll be here at 864 South Ave. Start at about 11 o'clock. You can come in person, or you can join online as well. Follow along in the Hebrew. Say the prayers with the Akim. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the Akim. Min Israel Imagine, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah, Yad Matah. Sorry, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the Akwakian. In Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shema, Hashem Yahushua, Yad Matah, Class dismissed.